When I was a little boy, I always have the dream to go to school and to finish a degree. It was very hard for me to do it because I have a lot of issues with my hearing impairments. And my own country, basically it was impossible to go to school there. I wanted to go to school. I wanted to find a good job. I wanted to be somebody in this country. That's why I moved to the USA. I came to this country with many dreams. I didn't speak English at that time, which made things very complicated. I tried to learn English. It was very hard because when I go to programs to learn English, I couldn't really understand what they trying to say to me. I was frustrated, and then I decided to stop trying for a couple years. And at one moment in my life, I remember I lost all hope. I came to see Dr. Cossetti. I explained my situation.
When I met Alberto, he described to me a progressive hearing loss. He had been experiencing hearing loss in both ears over time and been wearing hearing aids, and they just weren't helping. And actually, he had some residual hearing, meaning Alberto was not completely deaf. It was that the hearing that he did have was not helping him communicate.
I feel like people didn't want to be my friends because I couldn't communicate very well with them. So I spent so many years by myself, and I really wanted to change that. I want to know if I'm a candidate to receive the cochlear implant.
Many people used to think of cochlear implants as just something for kids, but the same is true throughout the lifespan, actually. Being able to return to your job in middle age or being able to hear your grandchildren at other parts of your life, cochlear implants can make a really impressive and significant contribution to quality of life at any age. And thankfully, the Ear Institute at the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary has had a long tradition with cochlear implants. We now have the ability to save a lot of residual hearing, such that patients end up after surgery with a lot more hearing and don't lose anything that they already have.
Dr. Cossetti was very, very honest always with me. She made me feel very comfortable with any decision we make was on a team. We all together, my audiologist, Dr. Cossetti, and I worked together for 2 years to do this improvement. And the way she spoke to me made me feel like, okay, I think she's the right person to touch my ear. When they called me to come back to the office to put the device on, I remember I did hear a couple noise for the first time in my right side. I cried because I had never heard anything for the right side. The cars, the birds, everything. I was super, super happy.
Like many people with hearing problems, balance sometimes comes into the mix as well. And during the time that I've known Alberto, he had some issues with dizziness and vertigo. We were able to use a lot of the other services we have at the Ear Institute, which are experts in vestibular rehabilitation and vestibular evaluation, and address a lot of his hearing and balance complaints.
My cochlear implant changed my life. I started improving my English, my writing, my reading. I have more friends. I'm a more social person because I can communicate with them. Without Dr. Cossetti, I probably never finished my degree in college.
Even with 2 cochlear implants, he has not stopped pursuing any opportunity that will give him a better chance to achieve the next step, and that's really fantastic.
She put me in the path I am right now. I will always be so grateful for her. I feel super excited that I know there are going to be more better opportunities for me in the future.